squirrels paint and ponders in the bird sanctuary.
I hate
They're
that.
what?
I just hate it.
Fluffer squirrel.
No, not the way you said it.
Patented
sorry.
paint and ponder over in the bird sanctuary with Tilty Bird. Wow, my brain broke. Welcome. It's Friday. I woke up and my brain wasn't there. It left the nest. We're going to be speaking about the final 6 chapters of the incredible experience Falling from a Pink Cloud by Mikhail Francoeur. The link is in the description. It's on Amazon. Falling from a Pink Cloud. Incredible book. This will be brought up a couple times today, so if you see that, pop out, come back when it's gone. You'll be good. Just some potentially hard to hear information.
Just
so if you're not in, mute until it's gone, and then you're good. This is why I need Fluffer, because okay, should I start the timer for the chatting? Okay, let me find and then we can get our stuff kind of set up. Hi, Irish Mart, and hi, the Holy Rogue. The Holy Rogue, Falling from a Pink Cloud. Ex-Scientologist, their channel Dissect on Sect, or his channel Dissect on Sect. He left the Holy Mission in Quebec, and then joined Scientology, and then almost joined another New Age religious movement, and then said, nope. Incredible experience. You look like you have words.
I was holding my breath for the last few chapters.
Oh. I was like, if this doesn't go up, I'm going to stay in bed tomorrow.
I was like, if something doesn't take a turn, I really feel like I want to email him and be like, you good?
Yeah,
but,
no, I was...
yeah,
I can safely say we were both in emotional distress.
We got the timer on.
Yeah, the timer's on. Yeah, we're good.
Sweet. You want to give off your excitement about your top?
So, the thing about this shirt. So, when I started listening to Laura, like a year and a half ago, I was like, okay, I'm poor, but the one thing I'm going to do is I'm going to save up money and I'm going to buy that fucking bitchin' tie-dye shirt. I want that shirt. I don't buy merch a lot. I want that shirt. Could never really do it. She sent it to me as a gift, and it arrived the day before my birthday. The best birthday I've ever had since I was born, ever. So this is like very, very special.
I'm sorry, I'm shaking my head at this one because just run in, done zoomies, done circles on my bed, and it ripped off this thing that I keep on my quilt so I don't get your butt and feet and hair on it. So that's what I was shaking my head at. This nonsense.
Look at how many beehole kisses you're avoiding with that cover. Earl Grey laid on Mitch's pillow yesterday, and I was like, you're going to have to change your pillowcase because he just butthole kissed that whole thing.
So gross. No one wants to see this.
Well, and the thing is like with Pistachio, she's got a lot of fur, so it like covers her beehole.
I'm censoring the beehole.
It's like, boo! Welcome to my third eye. I don't need that. I forgot my easel, so I've got to use my backup easel today. So there is a chance that it will fall while I'm working on it, and I will get mad.
So silly. So silly.
Look
So
at the bubbers.
silly. Yeah.
Hi, Joe.
Just so needy.
We're having puppy time.
Just a little
We
bit.
have 6 minutes for puppy time, and it's good. Take your recommended sippins.
I don't have any
Rika got their
liquids.
package.
Which package? From you or from me?
From with their toots and the art that I made them.
Oh, lovely.
That means they officially have their recommended sips paint and cowboy bitch boots, John. That was me being tilty.
No. I just seen Joe was saying that they lost their modding power.
Oh.
Because they moved channel.
Yeah, it's fixed.
Oh.
You've been re-wrenched. Thank you. Thank you, Joe.
Multi-red.
Hi, Rika.
I don't have any liquids with me. I just rushed.
Like, oh, do you want? We have 5 minutes. Do you want to go and get some?
What a dick! I'm sorry, we're not that far in, but I had everything carefully piled up, and he's just walked through it all. Not all my carefully piled up notepads everywhere, and then walked. What an ass! Sorry, I'm just like
he eliminated like 12 minutes of work in 2 seconds.
I am going to go get some liquids in a bit. I'll wait for a natural break probably. But I'm miserable.
Good luck at the eye doctor, Rika.
Oh, bye, Rika.
Getting them peepers checked.
Very good, very good. Oh yeah, they need new glasses, don't they? Well, it's not, but pain, lots of pain. You know, yesterday I was just like, I'm tapped out. I got pain. I got my head. Everything just felt like I was in a vice, and then plunged in a submarine. The one that's how my head felt. And then today, storm. We're hit with storm, so I'm just feeling just like
you're rough.
But I'm so happy that we can finish this. And I don't know if the art's going to come out the way I want it to, because I'm not feeling great. But I am going to try and do something today. But if not, I will do something else. Definitely, I want to do it justice, because it was just
same.
Yeah.
Same page. I had a migraine all day yesterday. It's not even close to comparing to what you were going through, but I was like, I wanted to come up with a couple like ideas, and it just nope. So if it doesn't come out this time, we'll do another one, and then we'll just email it to him.
Oh, I know the idea. It's just getting it. I just want to do like.
Well, it's the translation of from the brain to the page. Doesn't always go. We've got 2.5 minutes. Do you want to go and get a drink now before we get started?
I don't even know. No, I won't.
Okay.
Because I have tea, and that takes you need to respect the tea enough to give it.
You gotta respect. I mean,
you can't I ain't having a quick dip in and out jobby. No, thanks. No, not even worth getting a cup out for that.
We're not talking about a saggy bag here, okay? We're not talking about a quick saggy bag.
No, and I'm all about learning about different, cultures and how people do things differently. But you will never, ever get me to believe a proper cup of tea is brewed with a microwave. I'm sorry, but no. And today isn't the day to try and convince me otherwise anyway, because I'm in a
No,
right
I
house.
would.
But no.
I have more sense than that.
And I have a kettle. I've got a new kettle now. Brand new kettle.
Brand new.
Don't
I was gonna
like
say
tell
I
me
was born at
loads of what
night,
we
but I
have.
wasn't born last night.
But what if you weren't born at night? I think that saying only works for certain people. I've heard people say it before and been like, "Why are you born at night?"
But I was born at night. I was born at 6 p.m. on the dot.
I think I was born at noon. Lunchtime.
Popped out in time for a lovely cuppa.
All the time. I think that's it as well. I'm just like a bit grouchy because I haven't been drinking as much tea, which means I'm probably very dehydrated.
Joe, I love you, but I don't love kombucha.
You don't. They're not mutually exclusive.
Yeah, but they're having it's like Sandra and Chi and cilantro. Okay? I adore them. I don't like cilantro. They love
Yes,
cilantro.
I'm genetically predisposed to think cilantro tastes like soap. That's why it tastes like
Cilantro doesn't
soap.
taste like soap. It tastes like the devil's pubes, okay? It's horrible.
Right, okay. If you're going into it graphically and we're not trying about offending anyone, it tastes like dog ate a load of grass, shat it out, and then someone's tried to wash
their armpits with it.
Wash the shit and got it foamy. So it's soapy, foamy, grassy dog shit.
Okay,
and then
that's
someone's gone, let's ruin Mexican food.
Fair.
Mexican
I'll
food
accept that.
is delicious. It's
It is.
delicious. And
Love
because my
it.
body is genetically, 23andMe done told me, predisposed to dislike cilantro, aka coriander. That's why I don't like it. I never stood a chance.
I was born
betrayed.
that way.
I've been betrayed by my genes in many ways. Like I could got some stories to tell that are not for this channel. I'm not making another
That's
channel.
why
I
I
can't
can't buy guacamole. We're past the timer. We're past our chat shit timer. We're done. We can't.
Okay.
We're done.
No. No, it's not. We was having a moment.
No, we're just having a moment because we had to get it all out.
My genes betrayed me the opportunity to enjoy cilantro / coriander. And I have the 23andMe results to prove it.
Honestly, if you look at cilantro, it's cute. It's a very cute looking herb. I think it's a lovely looking plant.
It's not a team. It'd be like you to be like, I'm team straight. It's not a team. I was born this way. Stop blaming me for being born fucking weird, not being able to enjoy the simple treasures of life, like cilantro and a heterosexual marriage. Sorry. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Okay, we're
gonna paint and talk about the book.
So this is where we have the timer, so at least we know we're way off for way too long.
Yeah, we the timer went off. We're done. Went off like a minute ago.
Sorry, Maya, about painting the mental image. I have aphantasia, so I can't see in my head what I'm saying. So I'm really probably very what's the word? Hazardous with the old mental imagery.
I did have bird nest hair, Brad. Thank you. Hello, brother Brad.
Hello, brother Brad.
We've got brother Brad, Uncle Selfless.
My face hurts. I'm making faces because my face hurts.
Yeah, if you notice that Fluffer's making faces, it's typically not a smell. It is pain.
It's not a smell. I've got my notes.
Okay, I have to take the sweater off because I will start melting like the Wicked Witch of the East. The Wicked Witch of the East, bro. Sorry, I literally said that so I could make the reference. Okay.
Yeah. What?
Hi,
No, I plugged
Paralyzed.
you in. I plugged you in. That makes you work. That's how things happen.
We got Paralyzed here.
Hello. What was I thinking to say to Paralyze the other day?
We were saying Paralyzed should talk to stop.
Michelle. Tell me how to say his name properly without ignorance.
So it can be said either Michelle or Michael. I don't know how he pronounces it, and that's a problem. It could also be Michael.
Michelle.
So I'd like him to pop into the chat and tell me that I'm being a moron about saying his name.
Yeah.
French Canadian. He was in the Spirit of the Holy Mission cult and then joined Scientology and then left Scientology. Oh my god, we have some good quotes. There are a couple lines in these chapters that he drops it, and I literally went, and Mitch was like, okay. Okay, I'm gonna Google. The light looks good.
Yeah. Thank you. I didn't put the one on me earlier because I just did sacrifice quality for my head.
I also bamboozled Fluffer because they didn't know that I was doing it on YouTube and not StreamYard, so I kind of bamboozled the whole thing. It's usually pronounced as Michelle.
Michelle.
Yeah, it's kind of like Michelle. Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna just keep going. I've tagged I've linked the book Falling from a Pink Cloud. I've linked it in the description as well as tagged his channel Dissect on Sect. If you want to go over there. He's also on Instagram. If you want that IG. So I had a piece that I kind of had an idea for, but I don't like how I did it, so I kind of want to do this, but better. Because I want it to be like, this is the spirit of, he's like, here's the spirit of the Holy Mission, and then he's like falling through the pink cloud.
Yeah.
But I don't like this piece, so I'm gonna redo that idea on a new piece.
Yeah. I'm struggling.
I'm just gonna mute quickly to blow my nose.
Yeah. Oh, Fluffer's bits might be a nice pink for this. Yeah, senses. I
Get
wish
out
I
your
knew
bits.
it. Here we go.
I actually made a Falling from a Pink Cloud paint. Oh, I've got green everywhere. Oh, I had a spill. Tilty spilled.
Oh dear.
Uh-oh. Okay. Well, luckily that was the green. I was kind of hoping to put at the bottom, so for like the renewal. I was like gonna put like green at the bottom, so it was like, oh, he landed in beautiful springtime optimisticness. Optimisticness is not a word. Apparently. I'm trying to find my my toot. Trying to find the right. There it is.
Why is Joe being sent banana emojis?
Because Joe's name is Joe Bananas. Joe Bananas.
Oh.
I like to eat apples and bananas. A new scent from Chanel. Brad's a scallywag. In case anyone didn't know.
I think I actually want to do this landscape.
Yeah? Okay. Absolutely.
Kind of really annoying.
Antics of a mama squirrel. Okay, how to tell the streamer you're watching has ADHD. So I've got the pink cloud pink. This is the pink cloud pink that I made.
Right. Before I even do the other side, keep your minds out the gutter, please.
I didn't even say anything.
No, well, it's not just you I'm warning.
Oh yeah, I know. It's Brad.
Yeah, I didn't want to single him out, but you did, so that was your choice.
It's my channel, and I'm gonna single Brad out if I want to.
There we go.
Oh, he said end of next month I'll be visiting the service dog charity. Yes!
Lovely.
Now that is some good news.
I've
Love that.
run out of water in the pen I wanted to use.
Oh, you need water, and I need my folder for the booker. Okay, so where we left off on Wednesday, his girlfriend had taken him to a meditation cult. Easiest way to sum that up. And his spidey senses were like, wow, okay, so yeah, Brad, I had the surgeon mail them to Fluffer. That's exactly it.
Oh, for goodness sake. What's he wrote?
You know he said that just to wind you up. That wasn't even me.
Hey.
Don't ruin Fluffer's art, Brad. Come on.
Oh no, I know. I know this wasn't. I know. I'm just trying to get the basics down, and I knew as soon as I did one side, I was like, "Oh, he's gonna try
and
me."
you know what? I heard you, and I was picking up what you were putting down, and I kept my mouth quiet. Did you notice that?
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Because I respect you, Brad.
Some respect for the arts as well.
Yeah.
Thank you.
My goodness. Drop my paintbrush. Brad said beautiful art.
Thank you. It's not done yet, is it? Sorry.
Oh. Okay, I'm trying to Okay, I gotta put water in this brush. There's no water in the brush.
Brad derailing everything after the 10 minutes. Brad, you're gonna be like, we're gonna do the first 10 minutes. After that, you're gonna have a 10-minute timeout just in case. Just the obligatory 10-minute
Okay, the
timeout.
timer's on. Somebody time out Brad.
Okay. You can come back to the chat in 10 minutes after we are on the ball firmly.
After we've gotten ourselves straightened out here.
Right.
Yeah, because we can really straighten ourselves out, right?
Me or just too gay, not liking cilantro. Pair of problem makers.
Just a fucking couple of crims.
Right, let's get back on the subject for a
Yes. Okay. So the personalized spiritual journey. Sounds really great. That's the name of this chapter. Personalized spiritual journey. Yeah, he noticed he noticed that the mantras that they were using seemed a little bit close to like the mantras and the ways that they were teaching him to meditate in this meditation called New Age religious movement. It was like, you are a spiritual being. I am, and it's like, it was basically giving him the same dissociation that doing the TRs did. And so he recognized that, but didn't quite recognize at that point that it was self-hypnosis until he was like done doing the meditation. Because he meditated to a point where he literally gave himself a panic attack.
It's like they teach you how to spiritually touch yourself and then expect you not to get carried away with it.
Boom! That is a very good way to put it, honestly. Yeah, gross. And also, oh shoot. Their repetition of "I am a spiritual being" seemed a tactic to artificially induce a state of extreme dissociation that feels like exterioration, where one feels disconnected from their body and starts believing their body is secondary. Since I already believed I was a spiritual entity from Scientology, I didn't find it necessary. Okay. In this chapter, he goes back to France. He goes to France, but this time when he's going to Europe, it's for adventure.
Oh, that was so nice. What did I put? Oh yeah, he left a voicemail. He rang up someone, was like, "Hey, you're in France. I'm gonna come to France. Be there at X amount of time. See ya," and just left. And I thought, "Oh, it was a good old days." Do you remember, like, did you ever be like, "I'll meet you here at this time," and then you just turn up and hope?
Yeah. Yeah. I felt this in my soul. I felt this in my freaking soul. He waited. I mean, they had been corresponding by letter, and they had never met in person. And he kind of didn't give them any warning. So he did understand them ghosting him. But at the same time, they ghosted him in, like, not a very well done way.
Well, I know that for a fact. I mean, it could have been a flatmate being like, "What the hell? Person's at our door. I had no." Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't say that you know that for a fact.
Yeah. Hold on, is this supposed to be? Okay. No, you're right.
I don't know. Unless I just didn't pick on something in the book that alluded to that definitely being the case.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just trying to paint the bottom of the page here so that I can put it back down on the thing. Yeah, all he did was see the curtain move. So, I mean, it could have been anybody. But also, I mean, if someone you've only wrote letters to was like, hey, I'm outside your door, ring, 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 you might be like, I'm not ready for this.
Yeah, if the only way they would know it was him is if they listened to the voicemail saying he was going to come, which means they would have had enough warning for him to go buy the ticket and fly over there. And
yeah, and I mean, they don't know that he's well-meaning and totally wholesome.
Yeah.
They're just like, whoa, what's going on? And kind of probably got scared and reacted like that. And that's just, way she goes. But what is important about that is that he said, without this unexpected twist, he said it didn't matter. Without this unexpected twist, I might never have visited France and the subsequent events would have never unfolded. He was determined not to let it ruin his vacation. Like he's not there for an IAS fundraiser. He's there to do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one part. Oh, okay, this is so Canadian. Noting that the hotel managers were friendly and welcoming, I offered them a can of maple syrup, which I had brought for my ghost musician friend.
Sweet.
I was like, oh. It's like me giving pebbles, like giving someone maple syrup. It's so wholesome.
It is. And
I just
very
wanted to crack open that can like a bear, reach my little paw in there. It's probably the good stuff too. Only the good stuff comes in a can.
Is the bad stuff?
The good stuff, well, there's like really cheap watered down maple syrup, and then there's like real maple syrup that's been tapped from a spigot on a tree, and like, that's the stuff.
What's the watered down stuff?
The watered down stuff is like, it would be like, what's the one that that you buy in the plastic bottle at the grocery store, and it's like really cheap, and it's got high fructose corn syrup. Like it's not real maple syrup. It's like
Syrup.
maple syrup flavored syrup. You know what I mean?
Damn. But just syrup. We've got just syrup.
I'm gonna have to. You know what? I'm gonna have to find you some maple syrup because I can't. There's no way to explain it.
Maple syrup. We have maple. Oh damn. Oh, for God's sake.
It's like if someone was like saying, dollar store syrup is the same as golden syrup.
Golden syrup is different to maple syrup, though, isn't it?
No, I know, but you know what I mean? Like it can't, like they're, like it's not the same. You know what I mean? I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just more rich, thick, good. Anyway, it's really kind. It was just really kind and really wholesome.
Yeah, no, agreed.
That's all. Yeah. Like, oh, I brought this gift for my friend, but they didn't want it, so I'll give it to the next person who's really nice to me because they'll appreciate it. Like, I just love that.
Yeah.
And just like, I know that if I was there, I would be sitting there looking at that can that I had brought for my friend, and I'd be sad. I'd be spiraling over that fucking can, and it would remind me every time that I looked at it that I got rejected. No, he just gave it to someone else who was really nice. It was just, I don't know.
I would have ate it. And then been like,
Yeah.
oh, I could have given it to you. But yeah, I wouldn't allow him feelings of rejection. Just, I don't know.
Well, I've got that issue. I have issues with rejection.
Yeah, I've got rejection sensitivity, but it's with that rejection sensitivity is why you need to like have like logic based thinking, so it doesn't get like overtaken by your Normans
Me?
and whatever.
Logic based? Preposterous.
No, I don't like this already.
No, don't say that. Brad, for fuck's sakes. I don't look at the chat, and then I look at the chat for 1 second, and Brad's being an absolute scallywag.
Well,
Making a joke about the nose substance.
okay.
The narcotic you put in your nose.
I don't.
Oh, I don't.
Wouldn't.
Oh yeah, he quit smoking for like almost 3 years and was doing really, really good at staying sober from alcohol and bad drugs. But then he goes back to Montreal. And he goes back to Montreal.
Well, he had a
What happens
visa,
in
didn't
Montreal?
he? He had to go back.
He had to.
To not outstay his visa. And he did have such a lovely trip there. And I do, I'm really, really happy he got to sort of experience that. But he was, he's already said himself in the book, he was in sort of holiday mode-ish, wasn't he?
Yeah. Because he knew it was temporary.
Yeah, for anyone who's, part of any sort of abusive relationship or substance abuse or anything, to go back to the hornet's nest,
probably,
one of the worst and hardest places. I've made notes elsewhere, but I was like, it sounds a little bit like he has SADS. Like I have SADS, that seasonal affective disorder, and it just kicks your ass in the winter. And I just felt so I just felt for him, and I felt like I could relate, and
Absolutely. Oh man, it gets so bleak in the winter there. My grandma remembers she grew up in Montreal, or lived there for a while anyway, when she was younger. She said her seasonal depressive disorder was the worst in her entire life when she lived there.
Yeah.
She lived in Winnipeg.
I don't know.
That's a Canada joke.
Oh, I don't get it.
Winnipeg is Canada's frozen asshole.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the worst town ever. Mitchell was born there.
Lovely. Of course, you've picked a partner from the frozen asshole of Canada. Of course. Of course.
Oh no. Yeah, I did. Yeah.
So yeah, he managed to be. I mean, it's always through like family or friends of family, family of family, or being just trying to socialize. That his background Scientology. So yeah, he did get sucked back in, didn't he? But that was because.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it's because they changed the rules now. Not like now, but then now. That Sea Org could now join lower level organizations, which was the thing that was, sort of his saving grace when it comes to not being sucked back into it before. Is the fact they couldn't get him back in because he had previously been in the Sea Org.
He was undesirable, and he liked it that way.
Well, yeah, it wasn't undesirable because he could still have like arms and legs to move about and lift things with. They still wanted him. It's just because he'd been in the Sea Org, they couldn't recruit him.
Yeah,
because he was higher than they were.
Right. Yep, that's my bad. Yep, you got it. You cleared it up. Thank you.
But yeah, he only had like a short stint back there this time. He's like getting it more and more, quicker and quicker every time.
Yeah. I have a good quote here. She knew exactly which strings to pull to guide me in her chosen direction. And then at that point in my life, I needed to reassess my self-esteem, and she seemed to notice that, or seemed to sense that. But then in the days followed, I became acutely aware of the true dangers of Scientology processing. And this is when he finds those files.
Yeah. Which, again, if you're really interested in this, if this is piquing your curiosity, please do go on Amazon. It's England, America, Canada is on all of the Amazon. It's in all the places.
It's the link is in the video description.
There we go. Of course it is. Very organized.
I don't want to read too much detail about that, but it opened his eyes, and he says, and I still didn't understand how they had managed to convince me to sign a new staff contract. That day, I left the organization for good. I knew I needed to stay away from anything directly or indirectly related to Scientology if I valued my mental health.
But it's like he's so predisposed now to get into these suggestible or hypnotizable states because he's been using that as sort of a crutch of sorts.
Exactly. Yeah.
So yeah, it must be really sort of scary to come out of that and be like, damn, got me again.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, his relationship with his dad gets really bad here because he says to his dad, "I'm not going back. Like it's not happening." And his dad was like, "Well, if you're not going to be, in this, goodbye, disconnect." And he was like, "No, goodbye, disconnect." Oh yes, I have a quote from his dad here. "Some gratitude wouldn't go amiss, considering I'm the one who gifted your corporeal form by planting my seed in your mother's garden."
Oh, for sake, I tried to forget that as soon as I read it.
I know, but imagine hearing that.
Well, do you know what quote I wrote down from that exact section?
What?
Not that one.
Not that one.
His dad. It was the fact his dad said that he'd gave him life, but the fact that he chose his life and chose it all before taking the body and making out like he knew exactly what he was signing up for, and he was acting ungrateful now after the fact. Like that's insane. That is something I've heard like other people say. I've definitely heard Liz Ferris mention that, about being told that. And that's insane. That is absolutely So you cannot have any issue with life because your parents going to say, you knew all of this. What? And you didn't then? So you knew you were going to be such a shit parent, had me anyway. Fuck you. Sorry. But...
Exactly.
Well, then we're having a different argument now, Pops.
Didn't think you were ready for this one, do you? No, you're not.
Oh, I hate this so much.
Don't hate.
No, I really do hate it.
Oh no. Well, it's not done. Oh
No.
goodness, my DB Crim meds are in my pocket. If you have DB Crim meds, join the Crim crew. Selfless just came in and said, I will never think of Busch Gardens the same way.
Why?
I don't know if that's a thing about actual Busch Gardens or if it's about the fact that it's called Busch Gardens. I'm not awake enough. I've only had one coffee. Oh, I don't know how I feel about this. I don't know how I feel about this. This isn't... Should I have just used the one that I had started? Because I don't... Are we both not happy with what we're doing?
I'm doing a new pin.
Honestly, I think Brad cursed your piece.
He did.
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened.
I know, I was there.
Mm. Damn.
I didn't stop it.
No.
I'm just going to keep going and see if I can turn it into something. We'll see.
You going to chapter 22, or have you got...
Yes, yeah, sorry, I have. Let's go over to chapter 22. Chapter 22. It's titled France as a Safe Haven. France. Je ne parle français.
So now this is sort of 2006 times, and he is 35.
35. Older than me. My goodness.
And me.
Older than us. I was trying not to lump us together for once, and you...
Well,
Oh, okay. Self said a bad joke about the quote about a mother garden and seed. I get it.
that was, yeah.
That's... Now, if you ever find streakers in Busch Gardens, you know what they're trying to do. I'm upset with that sentence.
But the only way I'm not upset with the sentence about the mom is if you use it as a comeback to someone saying I fucked your mom, is be like, do you mean you planted a seed in my... That's the only way we could do it, and that'd be to out-weird someone. So you just said that.
Oh, yeah!
Use it as a weird defense. Other than that,
you're the one who laid your seed in my mother's holy garden.
yes, something like that. Fantastic. I would use.
Yeah, you'd really just throw them off kilter.
Yeah, real good.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I like that.
Never want to hear it. Never want to hear it.
Good reclamation.
What am I going to do? Because I'm just going to do the same stuff again. Oh dear. We got Scallywags in chat.
Oh, you know we do. You know we do.
Where's this phones? I feel like
I can't really see chat. Forever in trouble.
Well, I just want to see all of chat.
Selfless, that's amazing. They used to call the nose candy Grumpy Dust in his old band.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it?
That makes a lot of sense to me. That makes a lot of sense to me. Hello, Faizan Calligraphy Z1.
Who's that?
I don't know. I'm just saying hello.
Why is their name Grey?
I don't know.
I'm going to click on you.
So in this chapter, he has an opportunity to go back to France. Which was was this when he gets the visa? Yes. Yeah. There's a cultural exchange program between France and Quebec.
Yeah.
So he gets like this temporary visa. So it's not quite a work visa and not quite a travel visa. So it's like an exchange student visa or a cultural exchange visa. So it's a little bit different than like visas that they're used to.
He needs a job.
He needed a job.
He needed a job.
Yeah. I did want to read this one quote. this one snippet. One morning while he was at a cafe and he was just reading a paper, he said a sentence snagged me. It contained a word Hubbard had warped, assigning it a new definition within Scientology's lexicon. Initially, I tried decoding it through Hubbard's lens, realizing it didn't fit. My understanding only aligned with Scientology's twisted concept, comprehensible solely to fellow cult members. The exact word eludes me, but the isolation I felt remains vivid. The word catapulted me back to the academy, studying the barbaric nonsense. I felt suspended between universes. And that was when you realized he's out of Scientology, but he's not out of Scientology.
Yeah, I put here, like, I really like the way that he perceives things. He's like, he genuinely is curious, which is ridiculous. The fact that they advertise so heavily with that word because it's like a sin in Scientology.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's very open, and I feel like he carefully follows his gut and his intuition. I feel like he carefully sort of follows the rabbit.
Yeah. He doesn't just chase it.
Yeah. And yeah, I think I read obviously what you read, and then my thoughts were, you know how they describe in sort of different cultures, especially some more Mormonism exmos have said their shelf broke. So this is the day the shelf broke.
Yeah.
So this is the day, they'd put so much stuff on shelves, and this is the day the shelf couldn't take anymore and broke.
Exactly. Well put.
Wow, that's what they say.
Yeah,
or,
but I mean,
he said, he compared it to the shackles falling off. But I sort of saw in this moment and further on in the book, the shackles don't just fall off. The shelf doesn't just break. It happens piece by piece. So the shackles, yeah, there might be a bolt that starts coming loose or acting up, and on the shelf it might be a screw that's come loose or some some glue that's worn away. Like it really does. It's not just one massive thing. Like it can go, and then it can still take longer to fully be off or detached. Or so even when you feel like you've had that big moment, that big freeing moment, there can still be like other
There's
bits
still
to
stuff.
free yourself off. Yeah.
And I think that goes with a lot of trauma, like even just coming to terms with any childhood abuse. I mean, it can take years to think like, oh, okay, I think I've processed this incident, and then all of a sudden you realize, no, I haven't. um, and we think we're done with it, but it's not something you think about and then you're done with.
Yeah, I know.
Healing's a tricky process. I saw it as like, for me, it was like I knew I was in a bird cage, and then the bird cage was opened, but I didn't know that I could fly. And then I found out that I could fly, but I didn't know that I could fly outside of the cage. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was like a fucking 15-year process. Oh, and then France, it was really hard because there's so much wine in France, and if you're if you're a dry alcoholic, it's extremely challenging, but luckily he found meetings that helped.
Yeah, I think one of the things that definitely didn't help in France is he did get a new job. That's a good thing. But downstairs, the company he worked for was hiring space out to CCHR.
Yeah.
So that wasn't good. But I think we was on like his second day. He went in and he said to first day.
Yeah.
He went in and said to the receptionist, yeah, do you normally rent to cults? Because Scientology is
it's a cult.
It's a cult in France. Like, they know it. They're like, yeah.
It is actually listed as a cult in France. A recognized cult in France. It is on the list.
Yeah, so you can really say that.
Yeah.
It's not like in England where you say Scientology is a cult or a police horse is gay. You could be serving some weird time there, buddy.
Wow. Can't believe they're even trying to repress the fucking police horses.
Well, they're not. The police horses can do what they want. It's just if you go, that police horse is gay, they'll be like, and you are going to jail.
Wow. I hate that.
Yeah, like I don't know if it's been like multiple people have been sent down for that offence, but yeah, Rowan Atkinson was saying about people saying that Scientology is a cult or that police horse is gay should not be going to jail for saying such things. That is ridiculous.
Rowan Atkinson stole James Acaster's girlfriend.
I told you that.
I know. I remembered it.
So did I.
You sent me the clip. No, you said Rowan Atkinson and it just. Oh, Brad, let's try not to use that word. They are absolutely fucked up. They're incomprehensible and corrupt and disgusting, but we're not going to use the R word.
Oh, I can't even see.
That's okay. Brad, if you want to reword that, that'd be awesome.
I don't even see. I don't know what we put.
He said the UK. He said the UK's government is the R word.
Oh, now I know.
Yeah, and I mean, I know what you're saying.
Well, I think it's governments as well. You can use plural there.
Governments are absolutely fucked and ass backwards. You can say it however you want, Brad. It's just that one word. Go ahead, Fluffer. Oh, I have a quote here. Because he wanted to prove to his boss why he was upset. Like he wanted to prove. He wanted to spend his free time finding information to share. And I have this quote here. The leader, David Miscavige, whose room I'd cleaned in Florida at 12.
It's not 12 noon, 12 years old for anyone new coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Child trafficked, 12-year-old.
Slave labor.
Well.
Enslaved labor.
I
think it's just child abuse and disgusting. Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I need to go and drink. I'm
Yeah. Get it.
The sound of my dog licking their ass is making me more thirsty, which is gross. So I feel emotionally uncomfortable as well as dehydrated.
Okay, go get a drink. It's all good.
Okay.
I'm gonna struggle with this. Hey, Holly. I hope you're doing well.
I'm gonna mute in case they will start barking and whatnot.
Oh, okay. I don't want to go over too much more of the book until they're gone. Yeah, who needs to send your kids to school? They know everything from their last lifetime. Just put the kids to work. Yeah, right? And if you don't remember, what did you do to forget the information that you've spent lifetimes learning? What are you, some sort of like useless fucking below 2.0 on the tone scale? Come on. Come on, get back on the rails. My goodness. Okay. Also reminder. Pearl has court on the 27th. And if you are available, please send all of your support to Pearl. Pearl and Selfless, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, I love everybody saying hi to each other in chat. Fills my heart. Fills it up. I'm realizing that, like, you can see the pink clouds, but you can't see the pink clouds. That's how I feel. Feel like I'm letting Michelle down, and I don't do it right. I did just throw the pizza. Probably shouldn't just throw it. Does that mean no new beings can be created if we've all already lived millions of lifetimes? That's a good question. I think I need to have my electric ribbons checked because I think it's giving me inflammation. This isn't doing what I want it to do. I get really mad when I can't put what I want on the page. Oh, knitting! I love that. I love that antics. I have a crochet pattern for a hat, but I don't know how to crochet, so it's just sitting in my email. If anyone wants a cute crochet hat pattern, I can send that your way. So someone should be able to use it. I don't know. I can't, so I don't mind sharing it out. New beings are made from unicorns that attain enlightenment. I'm a unicorn. No, I'm a bird. Oh man, have you seen The Last Unicorn? Have you read that book or seen that movie? Because that's a heart wrencher. That's on the Last Unicorn and Falling from a Pink Cloud. Two incredible books. I'm literally gonna put it up there with The Last Unicorn. That's how good it is. How's that grab you? How's that for a review? Put that in your TR case and lock it. Yeah. I don't know what's wrong with me. This is brown. This isn't even the right color. Okay. Pup Grimmer has tutorials on her channel. I fully believe that those are probably extremely good tutorials. However, I'm a bird, and I got two wings, and yeah, I can't crochet. I can't do it. Can't do it. I I tried stitching something together, and I'm pretty sure it was so bad that Frankenstein would have had more self-esteem than ASL. Frankenstein's monster. Antics, that's awesome that you're doing that for Cubs. That's fantastic. Oh, that's awesome. There's nothing better than seeing someone like enjoying something that you've made for them because you care. Like it's just such a nice, beautiful feeling. And I love seeing that in the community. Because that's one of the things that is being stripped away, especially with like hard things going on. It's like, we need more wholesome stuff. We need more people doing little loving things for each other. That's every time we do that, it's an act of rebellion. Every time we're kind to each other, it's an act of rebellion. It's an act of strength and courage. So I thank everybody who's kind to other people. That's all I got to say. I just think it's pretty great. If you're being kind, that's pretty cash money. Oh, she gave you a book. Oh, that she made. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I love it when people give me books because it's like, even if it's not one that they made, but because it's just like, this is information that I like and I'd like to share it with you. But then I feel terrible because I have ADHD and I have a hard time reading. I have a challenging time getting through reading, not because of the content, but because of my brain. It doesn't work very good most of the time unless the meds are working. It's my medication. Where's Fluffer? I can't. I want to go and have to. Oh, that's so cute. I'm gonna have to. I'll have to go see what the hat looks like because I want to see. Or if you have a picture, send it to me because I'd love to see it. But I can always just go over there and take a peek when I can. I don't know what I'm doing here, and I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just trying to not give up on the piece that I already don't like, and see if I can turn it around. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, that's great. There are so many talented people. It's ridiculous. There are so many incredibly talented people, like mind blowing. I'm looking for another ink because you know what? I think I need to. I don't know. I don't know. I've lost my vision. Brad, you've not missed too much. Fluffer's just making a beverage, and I'm trying to not throw my piece in the trash, even though it's not done. Whoa, that's really bright. Whoa, I grabbed the wrong ink. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, jeez. It's the wrong color. This is the wrong color. I didn't mean to grab this color. Oh, what am I gonna do? Oh, I've ruffled my own feathers now. I've ruffled my own feathers. There's no other way to put it. I bamboozled myself, ruffled my own feathers, grabbed the wrong ink. Fluffer's abandoned me. It's all going downhill, folks. It's all downhill. Well, you can't. Yeah, paper towel. It's very bright. It's very, very bright. It's extremely bright. Brad, it wasn't you. Come on. You know who I blame for me picking the wrong ink? David Miscavige. Because I was so focused on how he forces 12-year-olds to clean his personal room that I was starting to get angry. And then grabbed the wrong ink. So we're just gonna blame him. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with blaming him. Today's a lovely day for David Miscavige to shit himself. This is what happens when Fluffer leaves me for too long. I'm gonna start a sea shanty about, you know, shipwide dysentery. Holly knows. Oh, when dysentery comes, a roaring sea and a roaring bum. Yeah, like I can't. We need Fluffer back. This is not good. Either we need Fluffer back or someone has to bring me a coffee, and I don't think the second one's going to happen. I really hope they can hear me and they're just in the kitchen, just absolutely disappointed in me.
Who's
Sometimes I just like,
disappointed in you?
hey,
What's happening? I've missed what we're coming to.
they've been totally normal and chill the entire time.
No.
I didn't throw my paper, I didn't grab the wrong ink, and I didn't start singing a sea shanty about David Miscavige shitting himself.
Wow. I only made
Those
a
are the
cup of
things
tea.
I didn't do.
I
I
just want to know.
actually don't hate that.
You can hate what?
How this turned out. I actually don't hate it now.
Nice.
But I don't like the green.
Is there much that can be done about that?
Well, yes, actually. There is something I could do about it. Oh my gosh!
Hello.
Laura, I'm wearing your shirt.
I can confirm.
I just,
They have not taken it
up.
off since the day it arrived. Please tell them to wash it. No, I'm joking.
That's not true.
No, I'm joking. That's not true.
Well, I was turning my camera around to show it right when you said that.
You think showing that I'm wearing it isn't going to help my case now? No, I'm joking. Sorry. Terrible joke.
Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh. And Laura, you don't have to send anything. We're just happy that you're here. You're doing such incredible work with such a pure heart. Now I have this stupid smile on my face, and I'm like, where were we?
I'm just thinking, don't
Oh,
say
thank
anything
you, Joe.
stupid.
I just got to get these little bits off because I accidentally blended a little too hard and pulled some of the paper up. Got to work on that. I blend a little too rough. Well, actually, one of the things is I don't let the layers dry enough before going in for another blend, and then I kind of like pull the paper up a little bit. I'm learning. We're learning and loving.
Yeah.
Okay, where were we in the book?
We were.
He was talking about how he was starting to find documentaries from reputable news channels talking about how, like, having exposés on Hubbard's pseudo-religion. And he said one video featured top former executives revealing how the church sneakily distributed CD-ROMs to members, installing software that blocked access to critical media websites.
Yeah.
And so he brought that information to his boss.
He did good. He did real good.
Yes, Laura. Learning and loving and caring and fighting and healing and growing. Yes. All day, every day. Can't stop, won't stop.
And if anyone's wondering what we're doing, we're just reviewing Falling from a Pink Cloud by Dissect on Sect, who is a survivor from Quebec. Did I say that good?
Quebec, yes, you said it perfectly. Good.
Thank you. Sorry, I just got a clip from a movie that says, I'm going to need you to take the French out of your mouth, okay? And I don't know what movie it is. That's in my brain. I think it was out of like... No, I don't know. Anyway.
Saying, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. He's on Facebook. Michel
Francoeur?
Francoeur.
Yeah.
Francoeur.
I think so.
I'm trying, everyone.
We're trying. We're sorry, Michelle. We're sorry.
You're from Canada.
Yeah, but I'm West Coast, so I'm a dirty scallywag.
Okay.
Not refined like they are in Quebec.
Okay. I don't want to get in any culture or anything, so I'm just going to keep saying okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's on YouTube at Dissect on Sect. And his book link is in the description because Tilty is on top of everything. Congratulations, Tilty.
For being somewhat on the ball.
Wow, you've got it. You always had it in.
And popped in to say hi and send love.
Thank you.
Have fun with your family. We appreciate you, Anne. You are just the sweetest. Just the sweetest.
Mm-hmm.
I need another ink. So I think I'm going to fix the green by going over it with black.
Okay.
I think it's my only course of action.
Are you sure?
No.
Okay, maybe assess it because black is a pretty permanent decision. Don't want to be a paratrooper. Sorry.
Are you telling me that once you go black, you'll never go back?
No, I'm not telling you that. I'm not telling you that. I'm going to get some water for my pen.
Fluffer walks away when they're tired of my shit. Oh, Joe, thank you so much. I do actually have a couple paintings listed on my coffee as well. I need to list a few more, but I'm learning how to do that. There is one that's listed for Kirby's mom though, so don't poach that one from her. But if you ever want to help a broke bird pay their phone bill so they can keep streaming, yeah.
Also therapy. We can add on therapy.
Yeah, that's also a thing. It's like really important. It's pretty important.
I am saying that in a dry tone for comical effect, but yeah, Tilty actually genuinely needs some money there for pay by cash.
Yeah. I'm doing it. I'm going in with the black, and you know what? It's going to be sea.
It's going to be what?
It's going to be ocean. Okay. And the ocean is going to have music notes in it. Okay. There's going to be music in the ocean, and then he's going to fall from the pink cloud into the music. Okay. Okay. I'm not mad anymore. I firmly believe that the kindness of chat calm me down. That would be Laura, you don't have to do that, but you yes. You can, but you don't have to.
Aww.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry. You
Yeah,
already.
you can't send super chats because Tilty is far, far from monetization, unfortunately.
Yeah, I'm extremely far from monetization. That's okay. Fuck them anyway. Do it my own way, Crim
I'm
style.
also far from monetization. People might think, "Oh, look, you've got subs. That is lovely," but I don't think anyone actually watches me out of those subs. Many. So
I
yeah, the old
I do.
watching. I don't. I'm not trying to get my. Even if I could get monetized, I wouldn't anyway. Because
Yeah, we're not about that.
well, no, I feel like I wouldn't for a number of reasons. But if it would help you out with things, you're like,
Well, I mean, I don't want to make people watch ads, and I don't want to have to censor myself.
well,
You
when you
know?
get to a certain place, they put ads on anyway. Like with Rika's not
Do they?
monetized. And yeah, I've messaged them and said, look, they've got ads on your stuff. If you were thinking you were never going to monetize because you didn't want ads, just to let you know, they played an ad on their copyright free thingy. I think was it that?
They're
Yeah,
putting ads on Rika's copyright free music? That's so greasy.
yeah, but it's because they're all individual songs and they're not just like one 4-hour
That's
song. So they play it.
greasy.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Do it.
I
Anyway.
just I just want
Thank
to
you.
have a nice little bird sanctuary for people to come and hang out in. That's what I care about.
Yeah,
Oh, the little scallywags, come under my wings. Come under my wings.
I didn't have a
You're
name
you're
or wing,
in
but people
you're
have
in my
added me.
wings right now. Well, you
I don't
can you fluff them up with your magical
have
tail of
to
good
be
energy.
inside any part of me to be part of my chat.
Well, your
That
bits are
is
here.
that's a promise. That's a fluffer guarantee.
You will never have to enter any part of Fluffer.
Yep.
Um,
Hmm.
well, the Bird Sanctuary is even better now because it has the best CD ever. So,
In Nest music is rocking.
yeah, I only don't have it
Inside
on right now
music
because
on point.
I'd be flapping all over the place and dancing. Oh, Rika, ouch.
What's up? What happened?
Oh, um, Rika's glasses were extremely. Oh my goodness. Laura said, also, how fun would it be if all three of us did artology together while you both ask questions or let me blab about Scientology childhood stuff? We would love that.
I would die. Oh, we went different ways. Okay. I would love that, and then
We
I would
would
die.
die with happiness.
I'm such a gobshite, and I can just sincerely from the bottom of my heart apologize for anything I may or may not say at any point. But just know I'd be as shocked as you if things come out my mouth, and I am sorry.
That would be the most incredible thing to ever happen ever. Like, I'd probably
I
have to
would
throw up.
I would probably throw up. I would be insanely grateful and nervous, but also happy in a I'm
Yeah,
gonna be sick way.
yeah, exactly. Oh, I moved something, and then all of the things that I have precariously on my. Okay, so I've got this here. This is the wall that I paint next to. I've got my Lara art there, and then the Piss Baby art there for easy grabbing.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and then also, stop it, Tom Cruise! Justice for the fish. But I have this thing hung up here, and if I touch it, it might have everything come crumbling down.
What, the fish?
No, the little beaded chain thing that I have hanging up there. It's an old Christmas decoration. that my dad hates because it gets tangled. And I was like, oh, I'll hang that up. Yeah, that was a smart idea, wasn't it? Oh my gosh. Laura said, let me know what time and when. Send me a link. Oh my gosh.
I just want to let you know that one time when I lived in Brixton, I met someone who was from Scotland, and I talked about the Loch Ness Monster for like an hour and a half, and I have no idea why. I haven't to this day. I have no idea why I haven't done it since or before.
Because he's our underwater ally.
I don't. Sometimes I'm like, what's the most awkward thing you can say? And then I just fucking roll with it like a fucking steam train, and I don't know why, and I can't stop. And I keep myself awake at night because I'm so fucking cringe.
That could have come right out of my mouth.
It's got to be in you or coming out here. Wait, before I forget, I'm so sorry. I need to say that if it was you touching the fish, then that would have been you and Tom Cruise both. Anyway.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
No. I didn't want to forget.
See, we talk about Tom Cruise on this channel, but only to dunk on him as if we were all in middle school. Because that's all the recognition he deserves.
We just
I
try
will
and
middle
warn
school
people
bully him.
who might be
will
around
make him cry.
animals. I think I could make him cry. No, I'm not going to say it.
I know you could make him cry.
Oh, that was a close one.
Ooh, almost got a little spite. We'll save that one for Laura.
Right, okay. What I'm going for wasn't exactly this. How's it look? Oh, yeah, how's it look? Right, completely off the frame. Nice. Beautiful.
Like, it kind of reminds me of, like, a womb.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay.
No, it reminds me of, it actually reminds me of a sunset jelly bean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, you totally believe me now.
No, I do see womby uterus now.
I ruined it. I'm so sorry.
I'm going to go for a much lighter grey, but I'm going to try and go like how I've done that, but grey on the outside.
Ooh.
And then maybe some sort of grey and white shimmers to make it look like the edges of glasses. So it's going to look like they're only pink clouds because he was wearing the rose-tinted glasses. And at the end of the book, I feel like he took those rose-tinted glasses off and he's seen the world for how it was.
Oh my gosh, I love that. Okay, that's incredible. Please keep working on that. That is so good.
Look, but it just went from a weird pair of tatas to butt cheek in whatever the fuck that is. I seen it.
Matthew came in right on time for that.
Oh, Matthew, I'm so sorry. Matthew, I do better at other times. We're just getting onto the notes, look. Right, come on. For God's sake, I'm sorry.
Okay, we're having our midway through silly break here, okay? Laura, I blame Laura. She came in, she derailed us with her amazing rock star energy, okay?
She offered us kindness and connection.
Yeah. Yeah, what the hell? Stop seeing me.
How dare you perceive me?
Can all of you just stop validating my existence? It's getting really distracting.
It's really hard to bear with. Anyway, so in chapter 22, he goes over one of my faves, a Sciento classic, if you will. When he was Googling stuff, he Googled the wall of fire. He come across the wall of fire.
And he
was so scared.
He was so scared.
but then he was like, what in the actual crazy town am I reading? And you know what, afterwards, after he's read The Wall of Fire, The Popsicle People, The Spiritual Parasites on the Humanoids, like,
A
you know,
certain
we're
Xenu.
rich. We're getting rich. This is like the Gatto of crazy pies. Boris Gatto, you know, deep, rich cherry, 4 different
yeah.
kinds of chocolate, like heavy cream.
Oh, heavy cream. That's what we're talking.
And you know, after all of that, he feels fortunate that he didn't do that in there, and he feels empathy for others that have gone up the bridge.
Yeah.
So I made a note of that. Okay, chapter 22, I've made a note of that. And I've made notes throughout this about how caring he is and about how he was taught everything to the opposite, yet he's an anti-racist. He's an anti-homophobic person. He's an ally.
Exactly.
There's so many places throughout this book, and I am just pre-paving that for something later on.
And there are so many times where he could take something as, why did this happen to me? But he doesn't. He says, I can't believe there's worse happening to others. This just needs to stop.
And then my notes are, mental breakdowns are free. $250,000 for what? My goodness.
You don't. I can help you have one for $0.
You can have one vicariously through me. Just
exactly.
You can scroll back a few lives. I had a terrible summer.
We've recorded several of them. Make a playlist, breakdown playlist. Save your $500,000 here. Instead of the bridge to total bone hole.
But yeah, he put some quotes in there just of like people saying that people lost their mind going up the bridge, which surprised nobody.
Yeah. I liked this quote. Hubbard's revelations were nothing short of hilarious, insane, and utterly incredible for someone not thoroughly prepared to swallow that kind of eccentricity.
Yeah.
I love that. Like, that is so... the eloquence. And Matt, yes, please tell us how your back is doing.
Yes.
Chapter 23, a new start.
I just remembered it was in the last few chapters where we were talking about the E-meter and his his research, and just saying that would be a really good person for Paralyzed to speak with about that. It'd be just a really interesting thing just to watch.
Yeah, Paralyzed to Paralyze. Yeah. That's exactly what it was. Thank you for remembering that. Couldn't brain that connection together.
Yeah, my brain decided to work for like 4.5 seconds. I'm finished again.
I appreciate that. Thank you, brain.
Have you got any more on chapter 22?
No, I'm on chapter 23 now.
Cool.
He finds music again, and I just love this. I realized a long forgotten musical dream that had been overshadowed by a lack of opportunity and lingering depression. I rediscovered my true self, the person I had forgotten since I was about 7 or 8 years old.
That's so sad.
That's how I felt when I had my surgery. And it was like it hit me that like I lost who I was when I hit puberty. And then when it happened, it was like, whoa, I know who I am. It's so fucking surreal. Totally different situation. But I can kind of get that going back and finding who you used to be before you had to be someone you weren't.
Yeah. When you could just be a square peg.
Yeah.
Before that round hole came along and forced its
Damn
way.
round holes. I gotta blow my nose again. 1 second. Oh, hi, The Journey. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, hello. Hope you're okay. Yeah, I've got notes as well that it was really sort of nice time for him because he got to meet new people and make new friends, and then, you know, find the singing again. And not only did he find it and realize, you know, this was the thing that made him happy, this was the release, the healthy cathartic release he was looking for over sort of self-hypnosis. And what a wonderful thing to do as well. I don't know, maybe I'm biased to the arts, but I think, you know, singing, dancing, painting, like
It's scientifically
playing
proven that
piano,
it's essential for the human spirit.
yeah, it's just something about it that just really, I just find it really beautiful when someone, you know, finds that. And I know some people might find it through like reading, but I just think there's something about something being physical.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just love that for him.
Do you want to spend some time going over notes while I make a really fast coffee because I'm fading?
Yeah.
Is that okay or no?
Yeah. I'm just going to take, should I tell you some bits that I'm going to go over?
Oh, I'll be able to hear you.
Oh, okay, sweet. I won't be able to hear you, will I?
No, I'll mute so you don't hear my family. Okay, I will be as fast as possible.
Sweet. So yeah, chapter 23 we're on at the minute. So yeah, he did spend 5 weeks in Germany. I wasn't making it up in the last video. I was like, why did I think he went to Germany? Because he went to Germany in chapter 23, and because I read the book and forgot it, because my brain's rubbish. He did go 5 weeks. Lovely. Sorry. After two and a half years, he returned to Quebec, and the way he describes it, again, just makes me like, oh, he said when he returned, his mother was there to reunite with him. So that was lovely because they didn't have like the best of relationships when he left for France. And his sister, he said his sister did him the favor of letting him go and stay there. And I'm like, your sister was being a sister, like your family, you know, that's what family does, like most of the time, you know, if cults aren't involved and, you know, all different kind of disgusting life events. Yeah, but yeah, he's always very grateful, he's always very mindful, very demure, no, but he is always very grateful. And I don't know, I feel like maybe I just feel like we see things similarly, and I'm just having that sort of connection there and putting, I don't know, maybe I'm putting myself in there a little bit, I don't know, but I just feel, I don't know, I just feel for him. And he says, he's talking about, you know, being in France under the Mediterranean skies, and how there he found forgiveness. And I'm paraphrasing, but he sort of said he found forgiveness and he brought it back in his heart for his mom, which is just so beautiful. Like, I wish I could, like, you know, I've had times where I've, you know, got through enough therapy, and at the time I'm like, oh, I have all this forgiveness and I understand, and what I don't understand, I'm I'm happy to let go of. But then, you know, other things happen. You're like, oh, you're a horrible person. That's why I wanted to stay away from you. And then you're back to square one, back to therapy. But I haven't tried
I'm
looking
back.
for it in France. Hello.
Hello.
I feel like that tea made me feel a lot happier.
Oh, good. Oh, I'm glad.
It had more tea. But I can't drink more tea. I'm on the new tablets as well now, and these tablets aren't the funnest. So I'd rather just not be taking tablets and just, you know, try and sort myself out from anemia and whatever else. I'm rocking in bod.
Mocked, I love lighthouses as well. I live near a lighthouse. And I found out that when my mom was pregnant with me, she was actually a tour guide at the lighthouse. Totally unrelated. So sorry. I came back, I looked at chat, I saw lighthouse. Yeah, what you were talking about with the forgiveness in his heart and just the compassion, it like I was crying at that point. I was just I
So
also
sweet.
liked the part where he said, I felt more connected to people and involved in the well-being of the elderly. This greatly boosted my self-esteem and gave my life renewed meaning. Love your grandparents.
And he's singing in retirement homes as well for the elderly people. Like,
Heck yeah!
can we go buy this man's book, please? Again, the link's in the description. Like, I have never asked for a penny. I've never received a penny. Anything that has gone to the site goes towards Z News because she works her ass off on the site and everything. And she invented the code for the site.
Yeah.
Like, that's like, it's insane the amount of work she's done. She deserves it all. She pays for the site and everything. And I don't ask for things, but if you've got the spare change, or if you've got a gift card from Christmas or something, or if you're looking for a book just to get you back into reading, Falling from a Pink Cloud. Do me a solid.
Do yourself a solid. I've learned a lot.
Yeah.
But
the
yeah,
quotes,
I mean,
and the references are just and we'll even out some of the parts.
Yeah, totally. Like,
actually,
if you think what we're saying sounds good, like we're leaving out.
I did ask people to read the Power Lies to Power Lies post that I shared on my page. I did ask people to do that. That was the other time I asked people to do something.
Okay, but that's like one thing, and you were asking some people to read someone else's post, so you weren't really asking for anything. So
that's just to help me out as a person, personally, to help me, and so people do as all better. But
that's true. That's true. I see what you're saying.
Have you got any more notes up before the cafe bit?
I just yeah, there was one point that I really liked where he met that priest and spent a lot of time with him and and he said, I shared my vision of God, which different from his. He accepted it. That's it. That's all you got to do. Like, it's that easy.
Yeah.
I just love that. It's just like one small little interaction, but like that is such a huge thing. And then the priest baptized him because it was something that he had really, really wanted for a long time, because he had gone to church and kind of felt like an imposter for not having been baptized and having his own, opinions about spirituality. And this one priest was like, no, yeah, I got you. I'll baptize you. It's all good. And I love that.
What more are any of us looking for than acceptance? Like the majority of us.
Humans.
Like you can say anything to me over acceptance, like bar the welfare of, you know, my nearest and dearest. I'm going to say acceptance. Give me the acceptance.
Yeah.
If I have acceptance, anything else will come to me or I can make do without.
Well said. Well said.
People accept me. Do you think they're not going to want to help me get a cup of sugar? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Exactly.
I
do.
But yeah, the when it comes to the cafe, he was outside. I don't know if I'm remember this wrong, but he was meeting up in a cafe opposite Cost that he used to regular at, and a lot of his friends still regular at, including his dad, I believe, at the time. So he just went there to meet up. But then he found himself opposite the Cost building. So this led me to my own notes here. I just keep saying my own notes so people don't get that misinterpret that with anything from the book.
Gotcha.
What I see is it's such a huge so many Scientology buildings and front groups is it must be so hard for escapees and survivors, as it's a constant exposure to the fear and the threat and the lure and the bumping into someone who could, you know, suck you back in. That's really hard. Like here, like there's not a Scientologist. There's just not where I
you're not
live,
going to go to the shop
especially.
and run into someone who's read your ethics folder.
Like, if I go anywhere and say Scientology, I'm getting raised eyebrows at me, like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, no, anti-Scientologist. And people are like, oh, yeah, cool, yeah. Like, aren't we all? Like, what? Why are you announcing that? Like, that's the sort of general gist I get around here, is like, it's like saying I'm an anti-PDF file. Like, people are like, yeah, of course.
Yeah, everyone should be.
Yeah.
That's like saying I like to breathe air.
Yeah, it's more like you only need to announce if you're not, sort of thing. Like, not if you are. But yeah.
Oh, Brad.
What?
Brad's being nice. He said, "You two are so awesome. I'm pleased I can call you both friends." Well, we adore you, Brad.
What are you saying? What Brad's being nice? Brad's always nice. It's just his tone isn't what everyone wants all the time, and that makes him even better in my eyes.
Brad himself knows that I have descended into madness. Okay, he watched it.
That is one of the funniest things.
Oh, it was so good. It's like everyone was making me cry and emotional, and then Brad comes in and it's like, boom, punch from your brother.
You needed that.
I did.
Rika edited it wonderfully as well.
Oh, Rika did such an amazing job. You two blew me away. Like, I can't. I've literally cried about it like 4 times.
Stop.
After it happened. It's done, and I'm still feeling it.
Oh, it's
so awesome. Because Michelle actually commented on our last live that we did and said that he had a poutine on my birthday.
Oh, that's amazing. Was that on my channel?
I think so.
Why does it not tell me when I get a comment? It's like YouTube wants me to fail.
Do you maybe not have comment notifications on?
No, I do.
I just went through. I think it was in my. I don't know. I don't remember. I was tired when I looked. I'll help. We'll figure it out after.
I don't know if my pattern recognition's broken now, but it would seem no matter what I do, I lose subscribers. If I talk, if I don't talk, if I upload, if I don't upload, if it's been a while, if I post, if I don't post, if I'm in other people's chats, if I'm not in other people's chats, if I do
I
videos with other
know.
people, if I don't. It's just like no matter what. I think it's me. I'm just
I
like
don't
I
think
put
so.
recognitions off and I say out loud, I'm like, it's me.
I really
Taylor
don't think
Swift.
it is, though. That's what's so confusing.
Well,
Like, it just,
I don't
the
know.
logic isn't logicking. You know what I mean?
I only care because I want to like. Wow,
You want
I
the
feel
information to reach more people?
yeah, and I want to just boost other people up. Like I'm not like I don't have information that other people don't have. I'm not like thinking that I'm special, going to be like delivering information in a certain way. But I just wanted to do, I'm not saying that I want to do less with you at all before your brain even goes there. Please don't. But
Caught
I
me,
just
caught
wish I
me.
had done more with more people, just to try and put, shine a light on their channels that, maybe that many people don't see.
Yeah, totally. Sorry, my dad almost turned the light off on me when he came in here, and I kind of lost my focus.
Did you give him Xenu eyes?
I
Did you?
he flicked it off and then flicked it back on like it was like a and then I looked at him and he was like nothing and left.
Yeah.
Laura said she made LA version of poutine. Nice.
What's that? What's LA version?
Yeah, I want to know what's in the LA version. Do you?
LA version. I ate it in the sunshine.
Yeah, pretty much, right?
I'm so glad everyone's okay after all the fires. Like,
Oh, fuck, me
not
too.
everyone.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
really insensitive to say. Not everyone's okay. There have
I'm
been
glad
fatalities.
it
I immediately
wasn't
take that back.
worse than it was.
Yes. See, I argue
That's
with
what we
myself
mean.
all the time.
I know, I do too. Luckily, you're a gold medal winner, so.
Oh, I'm not gold medal winner.
Uh, mm, I'd say.
No,
I'd say.
we would be
Being a
wrong.
friend. Boom.
A gold medal in being a friend.
Yeah.
Okay. Put that on my CV.
That's right. It should be. Should be on your CV. Joe had 3 boiled eggs with salt and pepper.
Okay.
The Journey said, I was just reading up on the book and author. This hits too close to home. I'm just glad Sciento wasn't a part of my life, but abuse continued. This is great for great info for people to understand and a great point of view. Absolutely. And that's the thing. This is a story that it's going to resonate with so many people on so many levels, even if they aren't a part of the Scientology. There are things that happen in this book that we haven't talked about, and you're
Oh.
going to read it and you're going to say, oh, fuck.
Yeah, there's some things that I had to just put it down and be like, I can't for a few days.
Oh, LA version has the fries and gravy and then sour cream and slices of artichokes.
Fancy.
I need to have more safe experiences with artichokes.
What do you mean safe? Okay, the time for hyperbole and the time for, if you're going to say it, I'm going to ask for an explanation. What I mean, if this is anything to do sphincter related, I don't want to know. That is a hard pass.
No, I've only eaten artichokes a couple of times, and they were kind of cooked and weird, and I didn't have like a good experience, and so I don't want to say I don't like artichoke because I don't know. because I've only had like kind of not so great experiences with artichoke. You know what I'm saying?
Well, yeah. When you say it like that, do you?
This is why I need to drink this coffee. Okay. Oh, I splashed water on there. Okay, we're good. We're good. We're good.
This is a subject I think, probably some people can relate to, if not with one parent, maybe the other, or a grandparent or a sibling or something. But he got to the point with his dad where he said to him, look, this is how I am, how I'm going to be. Please stop trying to force me back into Scientology. Like I've tried and tried and tried. He tried so many times. He gave it way too many chances my heart could take just in this book.
Exactly.
But his dad pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed him away to another country. He went back to France, but for good. He went, I'm moving away forever. Goodbye.
Yeah, stop trying to fucking bring me into your damn cult. I'm out of here. I'm donezo.
And that's just it's so sad. And again, I would never preach to anyone how to parent, but in my opinion, there's certain ways not to, abuse, neglect, not giving them autonomy, freedom, not making them feel heard and seen and loved. Like there's certain things that I cannot think, it's wrong to judge and it's wrong to this and this. Yeah. But what trumps all of my morals and ethics is that standard, that don't do these. Do however you want. Customize parenting however you see fit culturally, within your taste, within your time, within wherever your morals and ethics are. But these are just no-nos from me.
Yeah, as long as you're prioritizing the child's safety, well-being, freedom, and boundaries.
Yeah, you can be their friend when they're an adult.
Exactly. Oh, thank you for saying
the
that.
Uncool parent.
I needed to hear you say that. That just kicked me right in the stomach.
Did it get you in the walrus, that?
Oh, right in the walrus. Oh, my eyes are tearing up.
Aww.
Oh, I didn't know how hard that was going to hit me.
Me neither. I didn't mean to. I didn't even aim that
No,
one.
it's okay. Oh, it's okay. Just, yeah. Be a friend to your kid when they're a grown-up. Yeah. Just got a little sip of coffee. Okay.
You good?
Oh, yeah. 6 years sober. He was 6 years sober at this point. I'm just going back to the book to get me out of my feels here. And then after leaving to go to France and being lonely in France, he gets the call that his mom's sick.
Yeah.
And this quote: "These years in Europe had profoundly transformed me, and I wanted to show her the man I had become, still imperfect but different from the one that she had known. This woman, who had endured a terrible life, deserved my presence and my support."
Yeah, it's nice he could see and acknowledge that.
That is so just, I want to say like Jesus level compassion. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's like the purest level of I'm going to do what's right for the person I know that I love in my heart. You know what I mean? Like that's just, I don't know any other way to properly describe it.
He wanted to, because he's looking at everyone else with, in my opinion anyway, with compassion because he's been taught his whole life he isn't a priority, so he's still putting everyone else's thoughts before and feelings before his, and he's being a very empathetic towards his mother, and that is amazing and wonderful.
I related to that too hard.
Yeah. So I feel like that's maybe a little bit what's going on as well, which is good and it's beautiful and it's wonderful and it's a great attribute to have, but it also can still feed into the whole, I don't matter sort of thing.
It can. It's It's definitely a complicated labyrinth.
Yeah, and another note I've put here, which is just again my opinion, but it's just something that come to mind when I was reading this. When kids are taught when they're young that or this is a bad person, not doing that is a really bad decision, and repeatedly doing that will get you labeled as a bad person. When you're taught this or that is bad, doing it makes you a bad person. It can really fuck kids' heads up. Like,
it really can.
Even when it comes to swearing, I say no. Swearing isn't bad. Me swearing doesn't make me a bad person. Swearing as a child is bad. Like drinking as a child is bad and illegal. And going to nightclubs is bad and illegal because you are not of the age to have earned that right. When you've gone through all of your schooling and you can vote and you can get a job and pay taxes and all that, you can say, fuck all this shit. And I'll agree with you. But until you're 18 years of age, you have not earned that privilege. Do not disrespect every other adult by thinking you have that privilege or acting like you have that privilege you haven't earned, because we all know you haven't, because you are under the age to have earned that privilege. I don't say someone who swears is a bad person.
Yeah.
Because it's just, I feel like it's really unhelpful way for the kids to think, because then they could grow up, do something once and think, I'm a terrible person.
Yeah.
If you grow up being told that being homosexual makes you a terrible person, and then you get essayed as a child by someone of the same sex. What gender, sorry. How do you think that's going to play out in a child's psyche growing up? And that is something,
and then
not only a deed, an avoidable, disgusting, just the absolute
abhorrent
worst
atrocity
act that you can do, has then been made tenfold worse by words that the parents or people or guardians have said, adults have said around them before. Like it's just like the pre-mixed cement that's ready to set when abuse hits it.
Yeah, exactly. And then they're asked, what did you do to pull it in?
Yeah. I mean, obviously that wasn't until Scientology, which was another layer of trauma and abuse.
Yeah.
But
he was afraid to even talk about it in his auditing because he knew it was going to be worse. But then he couldn't talk. And then what are you going to do? Because you've got to withhold. So you can't win.
Yeah.
Lara said such a good point, Fluffer. You are bad if you decide to now make adult decisions. To now make adult decisions away from what was taught to be bad as a child. Yeah. No winning. It's a no win. It's a Kobayashi Maru. For all my Trekkies.
Yeah, these are just sort of my thoughts as I'm reading the book, and I just thought I'd jot a few.
No, I'm so glad you did. Because I love your insights. And then you have talking points, and then I can reference the quotes, and then we can keep talking, right? I have a hard time putting my opinions down while I'm reading it because I'm just so focused on taking in the information as it is.
Oh, I just write notes. I don't put my whole opinions down.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, you know what
I
I mean.
can't even read this. Do you want to read the chicken scratch I've got here? Can we see that?
Yes. Yes.
I'm always doing B's and D's the wrong way around, but then instead of F's, I'll do a pound sign, and then I just do
Nice.
loads of things
I like that.
like M. If I'm doing an M, I'll do a triple bumper, and I don't know why am I doing a triple
I
bumper?
never knew that a human being could write in wingdings.
In what?
Wingdings. The
What's
font,
that?
you know, the font wingdings where you type it and all the random symbols come up.
I don't know.
Okay, well, I've got a Taskmaster episode for you to watch.
Okay, nice.
uh,
Yeah.
we're just at the point where he's gonna find the woman he falls in love with.
No, before then, I find it like a what is it, like swings and roundabouts? Like one hand giveth and the other hand taketh away. Like, what's the thing
Yeah.
I'm getting to? Come on, poetry bird. Chirp for me.
Oh.
Sorry. Chirp me the right word, will you?
Balance. Oh my gosh.
Okay,
I can't
that
think.
word anyway. But yeah.
I can't.
So
Oh my god. It's in my beak and I just can't pluck it.
it's okay. So he's in France and he desperately needs work. And he is offered. This is in France, isn't it? Oh, he's
No, we
offered to
just
go
got to
and
the point where
stay.
his mom got sick. This is after he started working. Oh no, this is after he left the cafe, he fled and went back to France for good, and then found out his mother was sick.
Oh,
And
okay.
so he went
Oh, yeah,
home.
that's what I wrote down here.
Yeah,
Sorry.
then he went home.
So
No,
yeah,
it's okay.
before that, I've got him. No, he was in France,
Yeah.
and he was offered work in like a mansion.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was basically like
Manor.
caretaking a manor. Yeah.
Yeah, but he spent 3 to 4 months there, and he found peace and sobriety again. But he also found
Yes.
like crippling
Being
solitude.
alone really hard.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's nice he had that peace and sobriety, but it's just, but he still said that he felt lucky and he felt grateful.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, the meditations didn't help either because they just intensified his feelings of solitude. And
He
then,
actually stopped meditating at one point because it was just giving him anxiety.
yeah, and then he went back to see his mum after the cancer diagnosis.
Yeah.
And then yeah, the winter was looming in Quebec. And
Yes.
did you have anything from there, from being back in Canada?
Um, Basically just it wasn't long that he got another opportunity to go to the Caribbean, and he was like, he was like, I've made my peace with my mom. She's not gonna want me to stay here and watch her pass. She's gonna want me to find what I'm looking for. So he went. Um, this is where he starts. He realizes that he can't stay in the Caribbean. He can't. He's got to, he can't live. It's not sustainable to stay there. He's not going to be able to find a
But
job. And
this is after he meets the lovely, lovely lady.
I know, but yeah. Okay, you can touch on that.
Now,
Yeah.
Oh no, there's so much. It's sort of like bam, 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 isn't it?
Well, yeah, it's just a few weeks after my arrival, I developed a romantic relationship with a young woman and began seeing her daily. They were soulmates. That's what I think. Meant to be. It's pretty quick. Yeah, it just says, however, I soon found myself in a situation where I'm going to have to go back home to Canada. And then he proposed to her before leaving. He was like, I love you. Please be my wife. That's not how he did it. I'm so sorry, Michelle. And then they began to plan their future together. And so he realized he couldn't escape Quebec and he couldn't leave when it became too dark to keep him in to stay in a good mood. And this quote I have written down, I would have to confront my demons rather than run from them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he did all of the wedding planning and like he proposed and planned the wedding and did all of that. Like did the whole thing. Didn't go so can I sort of lock this down on hold, please, while I nope. Did all of the planning. Did
book it.
everything.
Book it. Let's go. Make it beautiful. For my wife.
I think it's very sweet. And I'm not a big I don't think marriage or happily ever afters are ever needed, but this one bloody needed it. I'll tell you that.
It's the joyful romance of it. It's the bliss that he got from being so in love and finally like having that, like that's what is important. It's not the fact that they're getting married. It's the fact that they're so happy to plan this life, this future together. That's so beautiful. And he was just so excited to celebrate that.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I liked this line. This time I settled far from the plateau and its Church of Scientology, not because I fully understood the need I had to stay away from the place that had traumatized me, but because I already had a new part in a different part of a new job in a different part of the area. So like he knew, but he didn't know. He knew, but he didn't know. But he knew, but he didn't know.
And another thing that he ended off that chapter with, not another thing, this is the only thing he ended off the chapter with, but
yeah,
what I was saying about earlier is he ended the chapter off with, and I'm going to try to stay positive this time.
Yeah.
The same man who has done nothing but pick himself up and carry on, pick himself up and carry on, pick himself up and carry on, just in the hope of hope. And always with gratitude and empathy.
Yeah, and gratitude and just a full heart.
Like,
I don't understand how he like there's no bitterness. There's no aggressive resentment. It's just
well, there could have even been, and it hasn't been included in the book, or it wasn't picked up on
it
the
totally
time.
could have been, but
I
just
but
meant
the
like in
gratitude
his
is like what? It's always
I just mean like in his choices and stuff, like he's not making choices out of being angry. He's making choices out of this needs to be better.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Laura said, "Oh my goodness, the things I knew but didn't know." Yeah, yeah. Yeah. There's even a thing in here that says listening to your gut when you ignoring your gut when it's talking to you. You gotta listen to that gut check. You don't always have to follow the gut entirely, but you gotta listen to it at least and evaluate it and add that information to your,
Yeah. Like the
your
brain
critical
and
thought
the heart.
process.
always yabbering. The gut, though, the gut's very quiet until it needs to be. So you need to be like, everyone else, shut the fuck up. The gut is speaking.
Yes. Listen to your gut. Speak with your butt. No, I'm just.
Oh, dear.
I'm sorry. Mac said, but honestly, why waste more time on the bitter and ugly when he finally has a choice about it? Exactly, Mac. And that's really how he's approaching it. He's like, I'm not wasting any more of my time and my energy on this. And that is so strong and so, like, if you are able to do that, if you're able to say, no, my energy is worth more than this pain. That is so fucking huge.
Badass.
Yeah. That is a way to honor yourself because your energy is worth more than pain, okay? Are we on to 24?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
This one's called Jesus.
Meeting Jesus. Jesus. Sorry, we had to.
This was one that I was biting my nails through.
I was like,
no, this isn't one. I bit my nails through many a chapter.
Yeah, but I was like, I was at a pretty respectable clench factor here.
Yeah, I was just like, no.
Well, especially when it goes, I found myself heading to a Pentecostal church this time. I went,
was like,
oh, Michelle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Pentecostal church. He goes in, he's like, didn't look like any church I've ever been to. They were selling books. And I'm like, you didn't. You didn't have the two. Okay. And they had a big thing, and they also said they want 10% of my and we didn't go, okay, they just want your money.
Yeah, but in Scientology they don't sing to you first. Gosh.
Oh yeah, God, real. That's a whole that's a little wallet lubrication there. That is. That's a whole donation aphrodisiac.
Ooh la la.
But yeah, they went in. They sung Sweet Nothings. He got in the mood.
Yeah.
He handed over the cash.
He did.
But
I have a quote for that.
Yeah.
It said, although I wasn't about to drop $50 to $60 in the bag, I was so delighted with the free concert that I pulled out a bill from my wallet. He was just so grateful. He's like, I'm going to contribute what I can. Thank you for this.
Yeah, because he's an artist. He's an artist and he values good art. And that's what he was. He was like, you really got me in the groove there.
Yeah, you lifted me up. Like,
you let me pay a fair price.
Probably thinking the money would go to the, people. But, we know how that goes.
Yeah, they did. They were saying to people, add, 10% of your earnings in and more if you can. Obviously, the more would be great.
Generous tithing.
And I put, oh dear, red flags. Move away from the light. Do not go towards the light, please. That's what I put.
The higher the tithe, the closer to God.
Because he was in the church.
The higher the hair, but.
Yeah, after doing the cult guru thing, and he did the meditation, staring at a light or a flame. He seen a big light in the church and just stared at that and did his whole self hypnosis. A thing I find interesting as well, if you haven't heard of Darren Brown, he's done studies of similar things in churches of people like throwing their hands up and getting into like certain moods and certain suggestible states from being in that that environment.
Right. That's interesting.
Oh yeah, I'll try and send it to you if I can
Yeah,
remember.
please.
Then you can put it in the description because you're good at that stuff. But yeah. Oh, how long have we been going? Because it just says 40 minutes.
Oh shoot. We're oh my goodness, we're 25 minutes over, but we're not done the book.
We have 25, 26, and the epilogue. Do that my channel Wednesday.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Let's finish it up because I don't want to rush through it, you know.
No, I don't. Absolutely not. And especially not that epilogue short, but
it's really important and powerful.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I got my idea kind of on the paper.
Yeah, I got my idea on the paper, but it just looks shit. So I'm going to do something else.
Okay, well, no, it doesn't look shit. It just needs to be finished. That's all. Remember, you tell me that all the time.
Yeah, but now I'm thinking of how do I finish it, but...
Oh, sure, Joe, that'd be awesome. And I'll put this. I'm not going to finish this until we're going to finish these on Fluffer's channel.
Yeah.
Thank you, Laura. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you're still here. I'm going to cry.
Don't look at this one though, but thank you for being here.
Look at this one instead.
Wait. Oh, look at the one that... Ah, damn! Sorry. Sorry, everybody.
This is what happens when we get too excited and we've gone a half hour over our
this is the
designated time.
I made for self. Look at that. We can look at that
one.
This
love it. It's so freaking gorgeous.
And I have the ones that I had the one that I done of you, Lara, and the one I did of Foxy.
But that painting makes me think of A, when he's drumming to Christopher Cross, and B, when he asks a really fucking good question, like at the same time.
Painting makes me think. I should have posted it to fucking Portland. That's what it makes me think.
Well, they're not there yet. Oh, you could have sent it with. Oh.
With the package I just sent. For like.
Oh, Laura wants to see the Foxy painting again.
Okie dokie, we'll have to go on a trip. Come with me.
I think as much as you hate the post office, that you should send that to Laura. Okay, the Foxy painting is like one of the best ones we did in all of 2024. You did in all of 20. It's one of my favorite pieces that you did in 2024. Let me find my words. Look at all these.
Yeah, Foxy. Oh, that is a bit.
I'm not an artist, says Fluffer.
I'm not.
Oh, okay.
I'm not a camera person either, clearly. And then we've got this one. A-E-I-O-U. A-E-I-O-U.
A-E-I-O, you're in a cult?
This one I didn't do. Rika did and sent me it. Queerdo Corner. We had that. Reconnect. Did that one for DOA. Scotty Boy. And then Lara.
Speaking of, has your freaking ding-dong boyfriend unblocked me yet? My goodness.
Wait, how do we see this?
Ding-dong scallywag.
Where's this light coming from? Damn you, light!
I'm gonna call DOA a ding-dong every day until I get unblocked. Oh my gosh. Laura said, can I print it on a shirt for merch? It could be my first Fox shirt or even posters. Yes.
So good enough.
Oh my god, don't do that. Yes, it is.
I
will make this happen. I will break you and make you.
You're still in the cult, Tammy. Oh,
Autonomy, not auditing. Authenticity over greed.
This is what I made for me ages ago. It says, not
I love
your
that.
scapegoat, and it's a unicorn busting out of a goat.
I love that. Well, I have this one, and it says, Spero abitans accipit fluxus, which means may your abuser get diarrhea.
Yeah.
In Latin.
I did this one, inspired by Kelly. She's a fully embrace of freedom, and I wrote that in
I
my
love
chart.
that. I just love that. The colors and everything, so gorgeous.
I did this one for Z News.
Let kids be kids.
And I did this one with Samuel. Did I do this one with Samuel?
Yeah, and then you did one of Samuel.
I did one of Samuel. I did. This one here.
I love it. His hat. Oh, darling.
And then I did this one for Liz Ferris. Well, obviously, we know.
I have to send this. I have so many. I have so many things I have to mail, but I'm just fucking poor. I did this one for Miriam. Scientology sucks. The biggest dick in the street.
I did Art Heels.
I'm really proud of that one. Really proud of that. Oh, I love that.
Well, this is one of my faves as well, the pink elephant.
Mark says, in Latin, because culture and shit.
Well, I thought it was Star Trek. I was like, that's in your Trekkie language.
No, just some good old-fashioned Latin. Because if LRH is going to steal old things and say that they're his, I'm going to bring back Latin, and I'm going to use it to insult him.
Why not?
Why not? Why not?
Well, one disgusting angle.
Thank you, Laura. Lest I call him a ding-dong till the end of days.
I wish I had a hand. Oh, no. I forgot I have massive
ooh, stupid voice to text, but we still love that you are here with us. Rika. I don't know why I did that. I'm hyper.
Yeah, I want to do a paint pour. I've got a paint pour idea. I'm going to do the same.
I need you to teach me.
I'm going to do the same thing. You can also rewatch any of the videos we've done.
No, but I need you to. I need you to I need you to step by. I need you to be the. I need you to hold my hand.
Listen to when I say something.
No, I do. It's just I need to hear it while I'm trying to do it. You know what I mean? Like I can take in the information, but then when I go to do it, it's gonna fly right out of my bird brain.
Yeah, I get that.
So I have the vague. I remember seeing you do it and how you did it and you explaining it to me. But at the same time, I know that if I go to do it by myself, I'm going to do it in the wrong order and I'm going to get frustrated and then paint's going to go everywhere. And then I'm going to make a painting that looks like sperm again.
Yeah, but again, I didn't give you the great instructions because I remember saying mix paint until it sounds like this. They're not the best instructions now. In retrospect, maybe didn't give you the most solid. But I'm going to do a paint pour. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do what I just did. Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to do this. But
yes, as a pour.
I'm going to do circles. So we see where I didn't do circles.
Yeah.
I'm going to do circles. So it looks more, I'm going to do it more like glasses. So,
awesome. I think that's going to be cool.
I think I'm going to cut out cardboard, stick the cardboard down, do around the outside in something else, and then might do that beforehand, let it dry, and then do it with those. Yeah, I'm going to do a practice. I'm going to do a practice because I want to do something good, but
yeah, we can workshop it off live too.
Yeah, sweet. But I'm going to go. I'm so thirsty.
Yeah. Oh yes. Okay. Thank you everybody so much for being here. Really, it's just so amazing.
Bring your beautiful face. Bring your beautiful face to the people.
Remember,
oh, mine is like, I'm beautiful.
Children cannot consent. And this is a Star Trek quote. If you want to know who you are, it's important to know who you've been. Thank you for joining us in the bird sanctuary over on Planet Consent. Please have a safe departure and enjoy the rest of your day.
Mario stepping on everything again. Anyway, bye.
Bye.